fairy friends. How is everyone today? Beautiful Friday. I am just running a little bit behind today because I had a kitty cat to take care of, but I made it in the nick of time. Hello, hello. All right, today is our Fairy Garden Live Halloween Friday. And I want to move this over just a hair so you guys can see the whole hill and part of the gem garden. There, how is that? You see part, yeah, you can, that looks good. I'm looking at it in my camera too, and I want you to be able to see the whole thing. I don't want to move you too much farther. There, is that good? Yes, yes, yes. Now you guys can see where they live and part of the fairy garden, as well as the tree and the fountain. Oh my gosh, guys, I have been so excited over this Halloween fairy garden project. What do you think about the tree? Let me know in the comments what you think about how I changed out the beautiful tree for Halloween. I put golds and reds, and if you notice, there are hanging crystal apples because apples are that time of year. So I thought, why not hang some little tiny apples up there, and they're crystal, and so it goes with the gem theme. Hi Paula, how are you? Oh good, you can see the garden and the Halloween part, right? Some of the Halloween part is out, but maybe I should back it up just a hair so you can see. Oh my goodness, it looks good. What do you notice about the tree, Paula? What do you notice about the tree? Do you see the fire in his trunk? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I gotta move. Thank you. I want to move it over just a hair, or you won't be able to see the houses. There, let's see how that is. I want you to see the houses going up. There, oh my gosh, that looks good. That looks good. Or I know a better way to angle it too. Is just turn it a little bit, and that way you can see the fairy garden. Oh, you can see the fairy garden better, and you can see where I'm going to put the houses. Oh, good. That looks beautiful. Yes, that looks beautiful. Bring it up just a hair. Oh, it's so hard when I do it. This is funny. When I do it with the camera, the video camera, it's perfect, it's good, everything, I can see everything. And then I go ahead and hook up the tablet to the live, and it changes the whole format. I just don't know how that happens. Maybe somebody can help me with changing that so it doesn't do that. Yeah, see, I want you guys to see. Let's not worry about the garden. Let's go back over here where you can really see the house side, because that's the side I want you to see. Yeah, like that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, guys, let me tell you. I have had so much fun building this fairy garden, and I have come up with so many ideas for Halloween that I went a little overboard. So I have to pick and choose what I want for my Halloween. So, oh my goodness, I can't believe, I like that, that's gonna look good. Oh, I like that, that's gonna look, you know how you do. And the pumpkins, and oops, I think I have too much for my tiny fairy garden, but that's what the fun is, because next week I can change it out and put something different in my fairy garden. So, I think I will do that. Well, I know I had at least 6 people tell me they are coming in. I want to kind of try to wait for them. Sometimes it doesn't show up right away that I'm live on some people's cameras. So I just want to try to wait a few minutes. Oh yeah, I'll go get my drink. Hang on everybody, I'm going to go get my drink while we're waiting for the others to come in. All right. I had to go over there and get my drink. Yeah, I think you and Tiffany were the only 2 in here last week, weren't you, Paula? You know, I know people get busy and stuff. I understand that. And they like to watch it after, you know, they can't make the live, but they like to watch it after, and that's okay too. I'm going to text I know my daughter wanted to be here for sure. So I'm going to text her real quick. And she can't, oh, that's right, she said she'll be a few minutes late, her appointment. So she'll be here in about 15 minutes, I believe. I almost forgot about her appointment. Hello, hey Heather. Good to see you. Yeah, I had several people say they were coming in. We're trying to wait a few minutes, but we're going to get started because I have very little time. Now, let's get on with the... Thank you. I'm so glad you made it. If you remember in the fairy garden story, they gave him the magic water, which gave him the power of fire. And you can see his trunk is on fire. And I'm going to go ahead and light our cooking thing here. Can you see that all right, the cooking thing? Guys, in your video, can you see the pot cooking? Let me know if you can see it. I'd appreciate it. And so, that is lit. I have everything lit up. And if you notice, the tree now is set for fall and Halloween. The red, the oranges, and the... I have orange and purple lights now in the tree. And of course, we are getting ready to do the living side. And I'm going to show you guys some of the houses. I hand painted them. Now, guys, I picked these houses up at the Dollar Tree. Well, the $1.25 tree now. I picked them up at the Dollar Tree, but they only had one kind. So what I did is I sat down with a paintbrush and I painted one blue, one orange for Halloween with a purple window frame, and yellow to give it a pop. And all of them have different colors and different flowers. So now they all look different. So the first one is the Halloween one, and I'm going to place that right up front. I think I'll place it right there. And then the second one is yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one back here. And I'm going to put the blue right in front beside the fireplace. Now, I can only fit 3 houses on this fairy garden. You know, you can, Heather. That is the fun part about it. Like, a lot of their stuff is not well made or well painted. So if you want to use it, keep in mind you can always buy paints and redo them yourself to make them look the way you want them to look. And so what I did here is I have a little fence here, and it's a white fence for Halloween. And let's see, I think, let me go this way. I might put it this way. And I'll tell you what's so much fun about this, guys, is the fact that I love to look at this and watch it at nighttime with the lights on and the rocks glowing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And after my live, now that we are finishing the house side, after the live, I will be doing a video live of the whole garden. And so I will keep it running for a couple hours so people can come in and look at it and watch it and really enjoy the full effect of my indoor DIY fairy garden. And I've had a ball. And you will also have videos of me changing things. But doesn't that look adorable? And so I got so many things for Halloween, guys, I have to pick and choose. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got. It is so awesome. And I don't mind it for the holidays being a little crowded. But I got a skull bone bridge. And I am going to put the orange rocks like a tiny pond. You know how fairies have ponds? And I'm going to make a tiny pond with this bridge. And so I'm going to put that right between the 2 houses back here. And when I do the video, you guys can see the whole effect of it with the glowing rocks. And I showed the blue ones in the river. They worked out really good. And I want to tell you too about your reindeer moss, guys. If you ever need help making things stay where you want them, you can always lay grass down. Now I have my lights hidden by grass. I use the the reindeer moss to hide the fairy lights in my objects until I can put them all together on a switch. But here is the cute little Halloween tree. I just love this tree. It looks like he's going to come to life for Halloween. And I love these 2 little crows. Aren't they adorable? And they will sit back here for Halloween in front of the bridge. And you're not going to be able to see everything as we're doing it, guys, but you're getting a beautiful gist of the whole fairy garden. And then I'm going to put this one over here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I spent 2 days with my heavy irons flattening the moss, and some of it still wants to pop up, so I have to try to make it work. And here is the little skull and bone. Isn't that cute? And he sits on this. See that? Isn't that adorable? I just love Halloween. I love decorating for Halloween. And we are going to put him right here in the corner. Can you guys see him? Oh, thank you, Heather. I love the gnomes too. I have fairy gnomes and fairy fairies. Yep. Hello, country bumpkin. These frost out on the pumpkin. Let me try to get my house settled down a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you got to move them around. And some people permanently glue. They permanently glue stuff down. I don't like to do that because I want to be able to change out my fairy garden. I want to make it into the holidays. I want to I just want to make it my own and make it different. You know, when you look at the same thing for so long, you notice how you lose interest? That's why I don't glue anything down. I want to be able to change it out and have something completely different to look at. And that makes it a lot of fun. All right, let's see. We're going to put... I don't want the tree in front of my... I don't want him in front of my... I already got the gold and silver tree there. Where do you guys think I should put this? In the front or the back? Do you want the river? Should I put the little pond in the front and the tree in the back? Or vice versa? What do you guys want me to do? Maybe I will put the tree in the back and the pond up front. What do you guys think? Looks like the tree from... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, this house is getting on my nerves. Come on, house. There, I got it. See, this is why some people glue things down, but no, oh, I got to tell you a funny story. Okay, this is a real funny story, and I had a heck of a mess to clean up. The cats were running around playing with each other, and Princess, I told you, she's fairly new, to a new kitty for me, and she was chasing Boo Boo Kitty, and he come running around the corner to where I have the fairy garden, and she jumped, raced across the top of my fairy garden. So I had to put everything back together. Everything was knocked helter-skelter. Now I know when you have animals, just like kids, you have to teach them. So I took her over to it and I told her no, no. So I've been working on her daily with no. She knows what no means. And I'll tell you what, she's never jumped on it again. I just keep telling her no. That's the only way to train them, is you've got to keep telling them no, so they know. Spray glue in a can of keep glitter oh. I had an idea to take one of those boot trays and can build in that, so oh, wouldn't that, hey, you know what, Heather, do you remember, did you see my video, birthday candles? Did you see that one where I had that tray in the back? That would make a beautiful mobile fairy garden. And, you know, I might even do that. That's a good idea, Heather. I would definitely do that. Then you can put it anywhere you want, you know. Now, this is pretty stationary because it has its own corner, and it has the curtain wall here. So it's pretty well going to stay right here where I can work in my own little corner over here when I decide to play with it. But it's a good idea to have a mobile one. Yeah, you can put it out for the holidays. I really like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the one that says, "Did your candle sparkle?" And you'll see that big brown tray that I have behind the video that has the birthday cake on and the candles. That is a tray like you're talking about, but it's a big tray. That's the tray I'm going to use in what's in my sandbox. So you'll see it then too. Paula says to put the pond in the front. I think so too, Paula. I think I'm going to move my... I like the fact... Let's go ahead and turn the house this way so that the fairy can look out the window and see the pond. And then I'm going to put the pond right here. And then I can put this house back a little further like that. And move this just a little back. And then the pond, I can put the pond right here because here's the stone steps. Can you see my stone steps laying right here next to the... And then we'll put the tree right back there. And let me get my crows. I gotta get my crows out. I want them to sit. I think I'll put them right here. I think I'm gonna have my Halloween crows sit right here. Does that look good? Sitting in front of the fence like that? I think it does. What do you think? I got the splash tub trays from the Big Lots. Oh, that would be perfect. I know what you're talking about. Now that would be perfect also, Heather. Wow, you could really do a nice mobile fairy garden with that. Ally Express, what's that? Has tons of miniature items. Oh my. I'll have to check that out. I will go check that out. I'm always buying the little miniature stuff. Okay, so my pond is... Now, let me show you guys. Let me get my fairies, because I definitely want to put my fairies in here today. Okay. Now, let's put him right here by the fire tree. And we will put her in her house. And put her in her house. Oh, how cute. And then we will put this little girl who's kneeling down. I'm going to just put her right beside the house. And then I have one more little fairy here. And I think I will put her on the stone right here. Let's put her on the bridge. Oh, she looks cute. Don't she look adorable on the bridge? Oh my goodness, she's standing on the bridge. How adorable. And that's where our pond, and then I'm going to set the pond so that you can step down the rocks and look at the pond. I think that is an awesome idea. I like that idea. So we're going to put that right there. Oh, okay. Now here are the orange glow rocks I got, guys. These are going to be for the Halloween for the pond. Now you saw the blue glow rocks in the video I put out. And then I'm using orange because it is Halloween. And I'm going to make the pond right here in this corner. So let's get started on that. And I will glow them before we sign off so you guys can see. And I just knocked my poor fence over with a rock. All right. Now, let's just put them in there like they're a... I want to put them in like they're a pond, you know. Just get it all in there. Oh, this is going to look adorable, guys. That's a good idea, putting it in the front. And so you have to cross over the bridge. And then I'm going to keep this little Halloween block here so that they can go out on it. Now this is only meant to represent a small pond. So I'm not going to, you know, do like I did with the blue stones. I want to be able to have it look like just a tiny little pond in the front of our garden. There we go. And of course, you have to have a bridge going over your pond. There we go. That looks awesome. Can you guys see those, or is it too low for you? Can you see the pond? Imagine a cool vase with betta fish. You know, let me tell you, Heather, there was, when I got this fountain and put the hill on it, there was another one that you can actually put fish in. It had the same tree, the same place to put a fear ball, or sphere, however you say it, which this didn't come with it. That's my sphere right there. And so I put that there. But everything on it was the same, except it had a fish tank at the bottom and a waterfall coming down the side. Now, I chose that one because it didn't have enough places to put the fairies, like the guardian fairies. And so I went ahead and chose this one. It was easier to place the fairies. All right. Can you see the pond, Paul? Oh, good. Paula says she can see the pond. Good, good, good. Now, let me show you guys. I got the cutest little miniatures. And I'm not sure which ones. I mean, I already got so much in my garden. I might have to change out some things. But here is a little, I got these erasers at the Dollar Tree. And I painted them. Check that out. I painted them how I wanted them. And this, whoop, had him upside down. This is the bat. Isn't he adorable? And so I did him. And so I don't know where I'm going to place him yet. So I'm just going to lay him down here in the, because he's going to protect the fairies also. And then I went ahead and did the skulls too. They were just plain, and I painted them to give them character. And so we're going to put one right here by her house, because it is Halloween. And I'll put one there. Now here is the owl I did. And I will be putting him up in the tree. He's going to go in the tree. So I'll put him off to the side for right now. And then check out these little skulls. I'm not too keen on them, but they're tiny enough. And I was thinking about putting them on the houses, and then I thought, no, because you can use the houses for another holiday. So I decided not to do that. I can just decorate with the skulls and put them around the fairy garden. And then look at this little ghost. Isn't that the cutest little ghost? Not super big and not too little. And I thought that would be fun for Halloween, to have a little ghost in the garden. So I'm going to put my little ghost over here. And then I have another little ghost for the garden. Now, I didn't get too many of the tiny ghosts because Halloween is close enough, so I just got the little tiny stuff to sit around for decoration, to make it seem like Halloween. Check this out. Isn't that adorable? A little fairy house with a witch's hat on it. Now, this is really tiny, but that's okay. And I'm going to put that right by the wicked tree over here. That is too cute for comfort. Bet can sit on top. Bat can sit on top. I don't know. I think he's too heavy. I really think he's too... You know what? The tree would hold him. Yeah, let me see if the tree will hold him. Because I think he's too heavy for the... Because remember, these are erasers. And so I just took them and painted them. There we go. We can put him in the tree. Can you see him? Can you see him right here in the tree? Isn't that adorable? You'll see him when I do the video. And then also in that tiny package came a little pumpkin, which I already had pumpkins. I mean, it's okay, but it's not my cup of tea. But I'm going to sit it in the garden anyway, because it came with the ghost and stuff. And it's cute anyway, but I like my pumpkins better. I just knocked my bat off. Yeah, I don't like to glue anything down, especially when I'm moving things around. Let's put him this way. See if he'll sit in the tree like that. There, now I propped it. And then, of course, another little orange skull. You know what? We can... Oh, I know where to put this, guys. Right up here. Come on. Check it out. Awesome. And there you have it. Let's see what I got. So much stuff, guys. I got all these little spiders. What do you think about the spiders? Should I just place them on the ground? Because, of course, my fire tree has a pet spider. Maybe I should just set them around here to decorate for Halloween. They are so cute, though. I like the spiders. I really, truly like the spiders. Of course, they do creep some people out, but I'll put that one right there in front. There you go, guys. There is my Halloween fairy garden. How awesome is that? And there is, as you can tell, there is a lot of stuff packed into this garden, but I don't know how you guys feel, and let me know how you feel. But I am one who, when I look at something, I need lots to look at, not just, okay, let's say I had 2 houses and maybe a tree and that's it. It would be boring to me. So when I look at things like going out to the Christmas displays, I like to see more rather than less. And I don't know if, thank you, Paula. Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, the ideas, you got some good ideas, Heather. Being creative is what you want to do. Now, I know not everyone is going to like my fairy garden, but guess what? I like it. And that's who you are pleasing. You take your ideas, get creative, and make a wonderful fairy garden, just like I did here. Now, it's not a mobile one. It is a tabletop, small fairy garden, but it's indoors, and it has its own place where I can come and work on it and just entertain myself. And I'll tell you what's really relaxing is making things. Just like when I made the Tree of Fire. The time I spent making this, I was so relaxed by the time I got it done. It was a little difficult twisting the wire, but at least it was calming. And so, and then when you stand back and look at your project and how much peace it gave you making it, that is the fun part of being creative. And I really like that idea. You could paint, I mean, you can get a pack of pencils for $1 and make all the posts. You can make your own fence like I did here. I made my own tiny green fence to go on the hill. And I repainted the houses. Now, if you get to the Dollar Tree, you look at these houses and you're going to see what I'm saying. They were awful looking. They had to be painted. Thank you, Heather. Looks great for Halloween. Yes, it does. And you know what I'm looking forward to? Not just enjoying this masterpiece for Halloween. I mean, I have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and doing the tree for the fall, or not the fall, for Thanksgiving. And then when it snows and my fairy garden has to have snow on the ground. And I have already got it, guys. When I went to the store for the Halloween stuff, trust me, I bought Christmas too, because it's right around the corner. And so that was the fun part. Yeah, you can. In fact, I don't have room. I know I have a tabletop fairy garden. It's on a piece of small plywood. I would say it's about 12, 13, 14, about 16 inches this way, and it's longer than it is wide, but that's how I wanted it, because I could have this section, the middle section, and the end section, which the end section is the garden, and that's what they protect with the gems. And then they have, of course, the hill that they go up and kind of like a playground here, and then the living section. And so I have 3 sections I can decorate and change. And it's just, you'll have, if you haven't heard the story that I wrote about my fairy garden, it's attached to this, might not be now, you'll have to look it up. And it has the story about my fairy garden in it. And so listen to that story and you'll see why I put fire on my gold and silver tree. And we have the bigger fairies and the littler fairies, because the bigger fairies had magic water put on them so they could be big and protect the gems. And then the little fairies all live over here in their own little space. Yeah, Tiffany, you made it. Oh, I knew you would. I told him you had an appointment. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, you see the purple? And I got the purple gems on for Halloween. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad you like it. I'm going to get my light so I can glow the rocks for you guys. I promised you guys I would glow the rocks, so let's do that. Now, you might want to look away. This is a daylight bulb, guys, and it's only going to be a few seconds. So if you're sensitive, look away. There you go, guys. Give it a few minutes to adjust. Let the camera adjust, and you'll see the rocks are glowing. There you go. You see them glowing? See how bright orange they are now? And at nighttime, you'll see it at night because, like I said, guys, I am going to do a video where you are looking down at the garden, where you guys will see everything that I see at night when I'm sitting here. And, oh, it's just beautiful, guys. Between the running water and the river blue glowing, and now the orange rocks will be glowing. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. So pretty. And you see, it takes them a long time. They're still glowing. It takes a long time for them to lose. Like, I will put the sunlight on them for about 2 hours during the day. And then as soon as it gets dark, I turn off the light because I don't turn it on till later. And then the rocks literally glow all night long until wee hours in the morning. And I get up somewhere around 3 and 4, and they are still glowing. Not as powerful, but the glow is still there. So if you want to get you some glow rocks, boy, do they glow a long time, guys. And it looks so, so pretty. Hello, Tinny Ray. Oh, she keeps kissing the phone. Oh, my goodness. You know what? You can do that. You could do glow in the dark on your rooftops. You can do glow in the dark on some of the fairy hats. Oh, that would be awesome. Tinny, Tinny, Tinny Ray. Yeah, that is really cool, the glow in the dark. I have other lights on here, though. I have the lights on the tree, lights here. I don't know if I would want that. I mean, I want my pond and my river to stand out more. And if I have too many things glowing, it wouldn't be as enjoyable. Now, that is my opinion. If you want your garden glowing all over the place, have at it, because that's your garden. But that's my opinion, guys. I want to look at the river and the pond. She looked at you with a big smile. Yeah, I'll tell you, Tinny loves her Mimi. She loves her Mimi. So does Bristol. But this has been a fun journey. Like I said, guys, next Friday, I am going to change up some Halloween stuff because I got so much I can't possibly. But I do want to show you. I did make these too, but I can't put everything. But I've got the tiny ghosts. But here's the ghost I made. Here's one of them. So I might change him up next Friday and put new ghosts in it. And then here is the mummy I made. And these are pretend come to life rocks. And this is a mummy. And another tiny, tiny ghost. Isn't that adorable, guys? That's my tiny ghost. And there is just no room. There's no room to put these guys in. Oh, you know what? I could put the tiny ghost right here. Yeah, there I go. He fit. Now the big ghost is too big. And the mummy. I don't have a place to put the mummy. Thank you, Tiffany. I just love it. That's what I keep saying. It's too stinking cute. Too cute. This is why I love a fairy garden, guys. This is why I love making stuff and doing stuff like this. It's just, it's nice to look at. Cassie oh, hello, Cassie. Welcome to our fairy friend group. I'm glad you joined our family. We just got done doing the Halloween side of our fairy garden. And before next Friday, now remember, next Friday I'm doing something for you guys. So don't miss next Friday. Because we talked, during the course of our Fridays, we have talked about making the mobile gardens that you can hang and put up so you don't want to miss. I can't stress that enough, guys. Do not miss next Friday because I am doing something special for you guys. And there isn't something else, a surprise that is going to happen next Friday. So make sure you are here. And don't forget, I do give 10-minute leadway to be late. But please make sure that you come next Friday because we got something special. Now I got to show you guys two more things here that I got. No, I'm sorry. There's more than that. But here is one of the gates I painted. But I don't want to put it up because it takes away from the Halloween. That's why I chose the white fence. See how tall that is? So I'm going to keep this for another time. And then, isn't this the cutest? Look at this little guy. Isn't he the cutest? I have the girl on the tree trunk up there swinging. And then he's swinging on, it looks like tree branches that they bent over. But he don't fit in this side either right now. So we will put him up for Thanksgiving when we don't have so many Halloween decorations. Now let me show you the other house I painted. Here is the other house I painted, guys. Isn't that adorable? Little mushroom top, two little mushrooms on the side. And I decided this would be, I'm not going to put this house out until Christmas time. That would be a holiday house. So I want to... You don't have a fairy garden, you have a village. Yeah, I do have a village. Yeah, it does look like a little Smurf house, but nope, it's a fairy house, and I made it cute. I wanted to put that, you know what, Tiff, come to think of it, stop myself right in the middle of my sentence. This is not even, you should see all the fairies I have. I can't even possibly put all the fairies in my garden because there's way too many of them. But I do want to get, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 out right now, so I do want to put some more out, you know, a little more fairy. These guys right here, the little fairies. Now, I will put some more of those in here next week, on, like, by the tree and on the other house. And I got her on the bridge. I might put one here on the rock platform for the pond. See, you have fairies for a village. You'll be building me. I'll help you do your own if you wanna. If you wanna do a fairy garden that you can move around, I'll help you do it. I sure will. And if you remember, guys, we talked about broken pots and coffee pots and so many things that you could make a mobile garden out of during our time in making this garden. So we will not be right here next week. We are going to be sitting on my craft table, and I am going to be doing something special for you guys. You will see what I'm doing when you come next week, 2:30 p.m. guys. And we will, but that's why I'm going to put up the video, because we will not be in the fairy garden next week. We're going to be at my craft table. Have to be a floating one. Yes, the floating ones. Let me get that back down for you guys. If I can. It got hung up on the, hung up on the rail. Nope, I can't get it down. I'm too short. So I will show you the other one. Here's what I got for the other one that I told you guys about. This is going to have a brass chain on it. And here's what I got for this hanging fairy garden. Here are your lights, purple and orange for Halloween. And you will have this before Halloween. And then I got, hold on, let me get them out of here. A cute little fairy pumpkin house. Isn't that adorable? And then you have your own pumpkin in there. You see that? You have your own pumpkin and a black skull. And that is going to all be in that kit, along with a choice of a fairy set. Now, I will show you the fairy set, and you can pick during the live what fairy set you want, and I will have the brass chain attached to this. And you will also have, let's see, the house, the pumpkins, the lights, grass. You'll have more grass in your kit, so you can work with that. And then I also have something else that I will be building onto for a mobile fairy garden. No, Heather, it wasn't the idea you gave me, hon. It wasn't that. It was something else. Oh, I forgot these. Oh, my goodness. Now, you guys tell me what these are, please. They came in the kit with my little ghosts. What are those? Anybody know? There's that one. And there's that one. I don't know what they are, and should I put them in the garden? What are they, just spookies, or, I don't know. Still have my friendship light. Oh, you do, Heather? Oh, that makes my heart feel good. Does it still light up? Yeah, I remember when I sent you that friendship light. Yes, I do. Yeah, it does. You know, Tiff, that's what I thought. It looks like the Ghostbusters, that little green man. Oh, zombies. Oh, yeah. I'll bet you Cassie's right. Zombies. I'll bet you they are zombies. We gotta have those in here. Okay. Let's see. you know what I'm going to do? Since we have two skulls up front, I'm going to move this one back here. And I'm going to put the one of the zombies right here by her house. And where should I put I forgot about zombies. Yeah. And now that I look at it real close, yeah, it's a zombie. Okay, now let's put, nope, I got the bat there. I can't put him there. Let's see. Oh, I know, I'll put him right here in the corner. I'm going to put this zombie right by the pond. It looks like he's coming right up out of the ground. Yeah, zombies are dead people, so I guess, yeah, he put him right up in, coming out of the ground there. That's cool. Thank you, Cassie. I never would have thought of zombies. I just looked at him like, okay, what is this supposed to be? But at least they had as many pieces in the kit as they said they would have, so I can't complain. But the reason I bought the whole kit was because of the cute little ghosts. That's the only reason I bought that whole kit, was for the 3 ghost things they had in it. But here we went ahead and used everything. So, and I think it makes the fairy garden look adorable. Look at that, guys. I am just so happy with my fairy garden. And there is a couple more things I had for you guys for the hanging fairy garden. But like I said, I was so busy before I started today. Ah, look what I just did. I didn't realize I could use the pencil hole to put the bat down over the trunk. And now he won't fall off anymore. Can you guys see him back there? Let me show you. Look how adorable. I put him right on the trunk piece right there. Now he won't be falling off no more. He'll be stuck on there until after Halloween. And I just knocked my fairy over. You gotta watch out when you got clumsy hands. That's the hard part about thank you, Tiff. That's the hard part about working with a tiny fairy garden, is that I got big see? I got big hands. And then I have, you guys know about my hand trouble I've been having. So between that and being tiny fairy stuff, you get your, that's why I use my tweezers. You get your big hands in there and start knocking everything helter-skelter. There we go. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. I knew you would like it, girl. Fairy Garden Hurricane. Yeah. Yeah, they see my big hands coming in. They're all like, run, run. Oh, guys, it looks so cute. It looks so cute. And I just am in love with this fire, right? I'm in love with this fire. And they're cooking, and it's tiny enough for tiny fairies. And I'll tell you what, there are so many. I'll warn you guys, though, when you go out, and let's say you decide you do want a small fairy garden like this, and you go out to start buying things, don't get overwhelmed. Just go with what attracts your eye. If you see something that you can paint or create with, go with it. And then you won't get yourself so overwhelmed, because it can be overwhelming when there's thousands of things to choose from. So I go with what really catches my eye, like these tiny fairies here, and the ghosts, and the tree here on the fountain. There were so many choices. Like I told you, the one with the fish tank, but this is the one I wanted. So do that and you won't get overwhelmed. And before you go shopping, make sure you have written down exactly what you want from your fairy garden. Do you want it interchangeable? Do you want it long-lasting? Do you want sections? Like one section I have the hill, the other section's a garden. Or do you want one big fairy town? If you want a whole fairy town, then you eliminate the fountain and that playground right there, and you make a whole fairy garden. All fairy houses, all gates and fences and all that stuff. But write it all down before you go shopping. That way you have it in your head exactly how you want your fairy garden. And that's what I did, even for Halloween. I knew ahead of time before I went to the store that I wanted pumpkins. I wanted orange flowers. I wanted red and orange for the tree. And I knew exactly in my head and on paper what I wanted for my fairy garden. Now, I did want the houses, but not what they had. So that's why I painted all the houses different so that, and if you missed the beginning of this video, go ahead and rewatch it and you will see all the houses that I painted because they were the same kind of house. And yeah, they didn't look good. I just had to redo them to make them look good enough for me, for my fairy garden. So that's why I painted them all different. That's right, Tiffany. There are so many different things. And the glow rocks, I had gotten the blue glow rocks from a friend on YouTube, Jen Zora, and I had to buy some more because now I'm in love with the glow rocks. And you can make ponds out of them, walkways. You know, I even thought about making an orange walkway, but then when I did a trial on it, it took up too much room. And that left me even smaller area for putting my fairies, my trees, my houses. And I definitely had to have this purple tree back here with purple and orange lights because it is a Halloween tree. So I knew I had to have that. So I had to eliminate the orange walkway in order to have all these other things in my garden. So that's what helps. If you already have a mindset, this is what I want and I don't want to change it, then do it. Get it. There are some things that I did buy that I said, okay, I'm going to get this anyway because I can put it into Christmas. I can put it into Valentine's. I can put it into the holidays. So I went ahead and bought some stuff that I knew I could interchange with other holidays, not just Halloween. So I bought those anyway, but that's far and few in between. So yeah, make your list. And the apples, they came after fact, the little crystal apples hanging from the tree. You see how the lights make them glow? Like they reflect from the apples. Isn't that awesome? Those came last. I had gone to an auction and they had this whole apple set. And I didn't realize the apples were teeny. And then that's when it hit me. Fairy garden, tree, apple tree. And boom, I bought them because that's how fast that worked. Because I knew they would look pretty. Because apples do go with fall, Halloween, apple cider, and pumpkins. So they fit in good to my fairy garden Halloween theme. So that's why they're on there now. And I just have so much to look at, guys. Now, before I close today, does anyone have any fairy garden questions? Anything I can help you with? That had to take... Oh, she had to go take medicine. Oh, no. You got a lung infection again. Oh, my goodness, girl. Come on. You're getting as bad as me. I think we're racing to see who can keep getting sick. Anybody have any questions that I can answer for you about fairy gardens? What about taking fingernail polish, which is clear, that has the glitter, and put it on the top of the houses? You can do that, Paula. Yeah. If you want your housetops to be glittery, then by all means, you can get that at the dollar store with glitter in it, you know, clear polish. But here's the thing about working with clear polish. When you're putting it on paint, you have to get it in even strokes. It isn't like paint where you can go over it and smooth it out. No, no, no. Polish gets sticky when you start applying it. So be very careful that you apply it one layer at a time, and make sure you don't go over it too many times, because then the polish will start sticking, and then you're going to have it streaked up and it's going to be a mess. So do it in even strokes right down the line. Make sure that you keep the strokes even, and do not redo over it until the first coat dries. And that is my help on using fingernail polish, but by all means you can. I like the fish tank option. Maybe keep the littles out of it. You know, that's good if you could make one with a fish tank. I liked it too, but it didn't fit in my theme. It didn't fit into the garden that I wanted. So that's why I didn't get the fish tank one. I went ahead and got the lighted waterfall one because I could do more with it. You see how I could build around the tree, and I got the little fairy girl here. I got the fairy on the swing protecting the gem. I got a fairy down there. I got a froggy house right here. And then I have the unicorn inside. You can see the little unicorn. All that fits on here that would not fit on the fish tank one. So it was by choice, but by all means, if you like the fish option, then that's what you put in your garden. Can you guys really tell how much higher the hill is in the garden? Can you see it? Does it look truly like a hill, like they're going uphill? I meant to ask that last week and I forgot. I really want to know if it does it look straight down, or does it really look like it's a hill going up from the grass? Yes, yes. Thank you, Tiffany. Think outside the box as well. Yes, go to thrift stores. That's right. Paula said it does look like a hill. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. I wanted to ask you guys that last week, doggone it. Because I always feel like, does that really look like it's blending into the grass and going uphill, or does it just sit there like a sore thumb? And I'm glad to hear that in the camera it does look like it's going uphill. I think it's cute for Halloween. Yes, thank you, Heather. That makes me really happy to hear that then. It does look like a beautiful hill. Yep, I love it. Fairy gardens, any kind of craft. I love crafts, number one. I've been a crafter. My daughter's a crafter. She's got a good eye for crafting too, guys. She makes beautiful tutus. She makes beautiful hair bows. She does farm crafting, you know, she lives out in the country, and she has farm things that she takes and makes beautiful, beautiful things out of. If you remember last year at Halloween, and you'll see them this year too, the books I had made with the spider, that was my daughter's idea. She showed it to me. And so I went ahead and did my books in orange. And so I have 3 games that we played on those books. And it's so awesome to have that memory. Yeah, that was her idea. She is really good at crafting. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, I love making it. That's why my theme this for Halloween was gems. That the fairies are protecting gems. So whatever you want your theme to be, whatever you're buying, go around your theme. If you don't want a theme to your garden, you don't have to have a theme. That's not a necessity, but it does help in organizing your fairy garden. It really does. If you make a theme and go around that theme, it makes it so much easier to buy what you need. Farmhouse, yeah, farmhouse shabby chic. That's right. And I'll tell you what, guys, she has some beautiful things in her home. Tiffany, I like those bows. I don't know how to do them. Oh, Tiffany does a good job on. Now she's working on oh, what do you call those? Crinkle toys. She made a bunch of crinkle toys for real babies, and they are so beautiful, guys. I can't believe it. She sent me a picture of the one she did, and she's just so creative. And to get your creative juices, what I like to do is, in order to get my own muse going, I will watch other fairy garden videos. I go through one fairy garden after another, and I take an idea from here, an idea from there. Oh, I like her fairy garden. I think I'm going to do this, this, and this. And, oh, that's an awesome fairy garden. But I don't mimic the fairy garden. I take the ideas and then incorporate them into my own. And that's how you do it. And so watch videos, guys. Watch fairy garden videos and get your muse woke up and say, come on, muse, let's go. I got things I want to do. And so that really does help. It really does. Oh, wow. If you collect Disney miniatures, yeah, you could even do a Walt Disney theme. You could do, like I did the gem theme. You can do, does anybody else have a theme? Everybody that's in here right now, just take a theme off the top of your head and put it in the comments. It doesn't have to be, don't overthink it, just write it. Don't overthink it, just write it. And I'm going to do mine. And this only came in my head because it's Halloween. I did horror theme, majestic creatures, unicorn. Oh, that's a nice theme. Oh, wow. See, now I did horror theme because it is Halloween, and I'm doing ghost stories right now for that other channel. So that's why I got horror on the brain. But I said, the first thing that comes to your mind, write it down. And that's what popped in my head. So I wrote it down. But wow, unicorns is cool. And they do make miniature fairy unicorns. Right there's one in my fountain. So you could really do a lot with unicorns and majestic creatures. You know, like, are you talking like dragons and owls and all those beautiful creatures? And unicorns would be part of the majestic because unicorns are magical. So that would be awesome too. Ah, you collect unicorns. Ah, that's why. That would be awesome, Paula. That would really, really, really be awesome. All right, guys, it's time to wrap this up. Make sure to come in Tuesday. It is our Halloween hangman. Ghosts, goblins, and witches is your theme. Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. And that is Halloween hangman. And next Friday, our fairy garden. We won't be at the fairy garden next week. We're going to be at the art table. And I am doing something special. Make sure you show up next Friday, guys. Be here for that special something. And we also have a couple. Oh, I like the Chinese garden too. Wow, that's nice. And make sure to do the game we have. We have 2 games up now. Find the Vampire. And we just put a new one up. yesterday, I believe. So make sure you're watching for those quick Halloween games we are putting up. A lot has to do with cash prizes. And so till then, guys, I hope you all have a super, super fun weekend. Enjoy relaxing, and if you have to work, relax after work. Until then, guys, I'll see you in another video.